Check, check. Hey. Hey, 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 hey.
You're gonna put your dick in Tito's.
It's something.
Listen to the last
I just fucking stupid asshole.
He said he meant to say if you're gonna put your dick in anything,
Fuck.
put your dick in Tito's.
The vodka?
Yeah.
Oh man, I lost my channel.
What is that?
My headphones are fucked up. I only got one ear. Can you give me those?
These ones? Yeah. Oh, your headphones are done. Not the
Nah, not the thing.
Okay. Well, those are a little worse for wear.
Yeah, well, those are fucking $250 headphones.
Well, you're the man. You're the man to fix them.
Yeah, I sure am. I'm the man to fix them. Oh my god, I hate these. we make our guests wear these. We shouldn't do that anymore.
Dude, I'm not fucking. They sound okay. I'm not
Oi,
investing any more money.
Oh, these are
They're
fucking,
hot, right?
These are fucking dog shit. Check. Hey. Oh, that's right. This got lopsided. That's weird. I hate that fucking buzzing.
I don't hear it. Oh, now I hear it.
Oh, I didn't get pictures for this. Shit. I have an idea.
You should have them all.
Yeah. Okay. This is Barbara Walters is a famous interviewer, and since you're interviewing us,
Oh.
I think she knows who Barbara Walters is. Did I fucking forget my...
please tell me you didn't know who Barbara Walters is.
I do know who Barbara Walters
okay.
is.
All right, well, I only have a laptop for about half the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the guy who sounds like he's drunk? Tom Brokaw. NBC Island. I'm Tom Brokaw. Tragedy in Syria today.
That's a weird mouse.
It's like it's for carpal tunnel. Yeah, it's for Brooke. How about Dan Rather? That's good. None of this shit makes any sense. Alrighty. God, this fucking thing. Stupid. Oh, man.
That was me plugging in.
I hear you. There you go. All right. You ready, Harry?
Yes.
Yes, Lloyd. Can you talk into the microphone, please?
Check.
Check.
Hey. You a little bit more?
Hey.
That's better. Okay. Oh my God, really? Really? Fucking really? Hang on. minute. God damn it, cocksucker. I forgot to save. This is not going well.
One eternity later.
What is that? Clips, show music, Dead Radio Podcast.
This is funny. With producer Amy as Barbara Walters.
Former producer.
Do you remember?
Demoted producer.
You're still producer Amy.
It's just your name. Do you remember the Saturday Night Live thing with the Baba Wawa?
What?
That all
She
sounded
goes,
like gibberish.
Baba Wawa. Because she has a speech impediment.
That's racist.
It's not.
It's rude.
I can see us.
I think I got everything I need. I don't know. We're just gonna save the current.
If I pointed this at the camera, you think it would like break the matrix?
Motherfucker. I'm gonna have a stroke.
We don't have time for that.
Man, we certainly don't.
What?
What?
DJI is making a cultural crop spraying drone. Agricultural. Oh, they got racing drones now too. DJI.
Guys just talking gibberish.
That fucker's huge.
Whatever. All right, here we go.
This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
Welcome to Dead Radio.
We're not doing that.
How did she come to have sex with a dead man?
Don't call me Radio Unit 91.
You're a dead man. You're a dead man!
He's God here in this radio station.
Place where the dead speak.
Rebel Radio!
I'm a fake? Yes. How'd you like to be dead?
You ever think about doing radio?
My team is dead!
But you're not crazy. You're me. And this is just radio.
By the powers vested in me by the Federal Communications Commission, I command you to get on the microphone in a serious manner and continue this broadcast.
These headphones are the fucking worst.
You're just spoiled.
Certainly am.
Well, imagine on my ears. I used to wear those, but I have my piercings like all the way up my ear.
Yeah.
It's not that they're uncomfortable, which they are,
Yeah.
but I'm just so used to my super expensive ones that sound fucking amazing. Every little nuance is captured. So
Hashtag audio snob.
audio diva. Well, hello everyone. We're back.
I'm gonna write show titles over here today.
Right.
I'm gonna write them all left.
All right.
Not really. That's not gonna work.
Episode 107. Off and running. Adam and I just got finished with our shift.
Yeah.
Our shift's at
Just training him.
Crafted Cup. I made a latte today.
I know, you told me you made
I
one
He
did.
also
successfully.
accidentally made a penis in it.
A penis.
That's amazing.
And then I made a mushroom. This is all latte. This is all latte art, people. A mushroom. And what was the other one?
You said an atomic bomb, which looked like a mushroom as well.
So when I
And-
come in for a latte, can I specifically request a penis in my latte?
And you did make a Jackson Pollock painting as well.
Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna go with from now on. I'm just gonna
Yeah, it's
like
just a
fucking-
pile of shit.
Yeah, just a big pile of garbage. That's hard to look at, but
House
everybody.
paint thrown at a wall.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. But yes, you can request that. I don't know if you'll get it. Tanner can do them. He usually doesn't by accident, but
Now
sure he does.
I'm gonna do that every time.
So we are. Oh God, we were supposed to have. Who was it again?
Sam from Conversations Over Coffee, but he has confirmed for the 27th.
All right.
So next week we will have him on, and I don't really know what to expect because I don't know him at all. I mean, we just talked a couple times.
Do you think he's listening to this?
Probably not, but maybe. I'm sure he checked the show out at least because I mean, I told him I was like, you should listen before you commit because I have no idea what kind of person. I think he's like he could be a Vassar guy. I don't really know.
I wonder which episode he listened to.
I have no. Oh, I think he said he listened to the one with Tanner. So that's a pretty accurate representation of what the show's about.
I would say so. We
Yeah.
covered a
Yeah.
lot of bases.
Yeah.
Him and I had a lengthy conversation about how I'm open to whatever.
Dicks.
Dicks on women.
That I'm curious about dicks. So, what else do we have here?
Curious about dicks.
Eh.
I guess I'll go ahead and just write that one down.
3 minutes, 52 seconds. That's some sort of record.
I don't know how curious you could be if you have one, but I guess you mean curiosity in the other way.
He just wants to see them from different angles again and again and again and again and again.
As they're pounded into me. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
I want to go right into this. Well, first of all, we have a couple things going on. I really want to get to this restaurant closing thing.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, I don't know how good the story is about your earring story.
It's not a great story, and I got to be careful with it.
Okay.
It could be a good story, I guess.
Okay. Listen, we'll save it.
Okay.
It's in my back pocket.
I don't want to downplay it. I mean, it was an insane situation, but
Okay.
it's like telling the story is gonna be kind of quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we could dissect it a little bit.
Yeah.
Amy
Uh-huh.
is doing, as producer Amy is doing
Former producer.
is
Demoted.
doing a school project. Explain the project to me, please.
Okay, so as you know, I'm graduating this May, so this semester is my last semester. So I just picked a bunch of classes, and I picked 2 anthropology classes to get me to 120 credits.
Anthropology. How do you spell that?
Sound it out.
Define
No, I want you to spell it.
ANTHROPOLOGY.
Yeah, very good. Very
good. You get this one.
I was voted most
Oh,
likely
no, what
to
happened?
spell something correct.
Are
in high
you
school.
muted my fucking thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't.
Then why do I have nothing?
Which one are you in? Try again.
Yeah. It worked before. It's playing now. Nothing.
How about that? Oh! I did something I told myself I wouldn't do anymore.
I am smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
So I was going to give you that one, and I also had this one lined up.
Me fail English? That's impossible.
So you would have gotten that one if you spelled it wrong.
Okay. Well, but I didn't. So what
You
do I
didn't.
get- what do I get for that?
You got the SMRT thing, except for you totally dicked it up.
I'll do
because I
this.
didn't have
I'll do
audio.
this for myself.
Why? No, that has to. That no. You know what? You need
to
to
say
make.
that's for something amazing.
No, you know what? That needs to be like a thing for what are you drinking.
Oh, if it's
Yeah.
good.
So just no,
Yeah,
you
all
can
right.
like if you can keep a straight face, just be like, take a sip and really describe it to us. And as they take a sip, fucking play that. Because if they don't listen, they won't know it's gonna happen.
I'll just have spots of beer everywhere. Just
Just
painting the
fucking
wall
spray it all over your face.
from spit takes.
Spray it all over
Ooh,
your
yeah,
face.
that was nice.
I
Can
don't
you
know
do
if
that again for Instagram Live?
No, you got to flick it. Watch. You got to grab it by the head. You got to give it a little tickle, and then you got to go bang. I see. You know, no. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing.
No,
You don't know what you're doing.
there. You
Yeah.
moved the bell.
No, it's
It's on Instagram. You moved it.
So you're taking an anthropology course. Well, I can spell it. I can't say it though. Anthropology course. What is anthropology? I don't even know. I
It's
couldn't
like
tell you.
the study of
It's the study
things.
of things. Like
Yeah.
so it's
so
it's
broad.
not history in the way of
It's
this
like
happened, then
now.
this happened, then this happened. It's kind of like
studying now.
yeah. So there's human anthropology, there's marine anthropology, there's
It's-
Native American anthropology.
It's the study of human societies and cultures in their development. So
It's just humans? I was wrong about that.
yeah. So basically, I'm sure there's all kinds of subgenres of that. The study of human societies and cultures and their development. So it doesn't even matter. So your anthropology course can cover the 1700s to
Or
like
the 1990s.
or the 1990s.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Like this one is all about visual anthropology. We've been studying ethnographic films, which aren't documentaries. They're like more observational.
Like Shaft?
I hate both of you so much.
That's great. Oh God. All right, keep going. I'm sorry.
Anyways, so it's more about ethnographic films. Now I just lost my place. I don't even know
So
what I'm saying.
what are ethnographic films?
They're
ethnography.
observational cinema.
Yeah, ethnography is a mode of study whose intent is to explore, record, and far more importantly, understand a given set of cultural phenomena.
So that's what I'm.
So, but not documentary. So, like, not the movie.
So it's not
Lowell's
someone
making,
like
but,
not someone narrating or
but like
disrupting.
12 Years a Slave or something like that would be in that.
I don't know.
Kind
I
of genre.
haven't seen
Phenomena.
I haven't seen it either.
I love that.
Phenomena.
Da, 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 da.
All right, so you're studying what then? So is the anthropology for now? It's an ethnographic study for what?
So I'm using you guys. You're gonna be my ethnographic
Us
study.
middle-aged white men.
No, it's more the community of podcasting. but- Yeah. But I want to know like how we don't have to get into this now. You can save it for later if you want.
Well, you were supposed to I let all of our fan know that we're going to be getting interviewed.
No, I know. I meant like later in the show if you want to save that for later. I know you want to get to your Golden Corral story.
Well, I mean, I don't
So
know.
you want to interview us when we're all turned, right? That's what
I
you're talking.
We're all turned up.
Whenever. I don't care. Whenever
Okay.
you want.
What do you feel like doing?
Let's wait until we're a little tipsy, and then maybe we'll go to break, and then we'll come back with a hard hitting interview.
Hard hitting.
By Aime. It's just not going to work here anymore.
Which I have I have no questions written down for, by the way.
Thank you for coming to the show prepared.
And ending your sentences in prepositions. What are we drinking here?
Crystal Palace gin and
Why you
various
gotta be a
mixers.
That was pretty good, though.
That was pretty
quick
dick.
of me. All right, we're drinking Crystal Palace Premium London Dry Gin with natural flavors.
Yeah, it's a completely passable piece of shit.
You wanna know
like
something that I
plastic bottle
learned?
gin. What are you doing?
Okay, so I learned that things that say they have natural flavors in them, the natural flavor can come from the anal gland of a beaver.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
disgusting.
That's one of the. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not in here, but What are you doing?
I want to taste the gin in its natural state, not mixed with tonic.
But you
here.
want to taste it out of it. Dirty
My
money
Kraken
jar?
mug.
The official
It's
Dead Radio
fucking terrible. You don't
podcast
want to do this.
testing thing. Yeah, I want to see how this plastic handle of gin tastes.
Yeah, this is not a shining example of what are you drinking. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was a lot.
That's not a taste. That's a shot. Swirling it.
Oh shit.
Your hair is all flattened by your headphones.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, for
it's
the
fucking
price, it's
fine.
completely fine.
It's a little. I mean, it's
What's
got
his name from Shadow Witch is not a fan.
it's got that rubbing alcohol kind of taste
Yeah.
that you're gonna get with any kind of cheap, shitty fucking
clear liquor. Yeah.
But honestly, it actually goes down smooth, at least for me. Some people.
I mean, I haven't drank it straight, but I've drank it in plain seltzer before.
The smell is what gets you.
Yeah, it's bad.
If you try not to breathe.
Try not to breathe. It's fine as long as you don't breathe.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a kick, but it's not. It's really not too bad. Mix it with tonic, and it's fine. I don't know. That kind of changed my opinion about jugs. Yeah, I like
jugs.
If I go to, yeah, I got nothing for that. This big plastic jug of gin changed my. Anyway, yeah, kind of changed my opinion because I usually like whenever I get cheap booze, I try to go for glass.
It doesn't really make a difference.
I know, but
It comes in a
like
sometimes it comes in a glass bottle.
Yeah, you get the smaller one comes in a glass bottle, and I can't taste the difference.
I feel like less of an alcoholic if it's in glass. I think.
Yeah,
You know?
you're still buying Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't know why I'm
if you
doing
could
this.
bounce it
no
off the
one's
floor.
watching.
Anyway, well, Crystal Palace, hey, well done for what you do, which is make cheap, affordable vodka for the rest of us.
It's gin.
Gin.
This is going great.
So yeah, that's what we're drinking. I anxious to talk about this because if you're listening and you're not from the area on Route 9.
Yeah. So can I just go on a little bit of a rant for just a second?
About
you remember what Route 9 looked like when we were kids?
Let me explain
Yeah.
Route 9 first.
Let me
'cause that's
explain.
where I was going. Let me explain. Route 9 is basically
Too much. Let me sum up.
There's two roads basically that run parallel of the Hudson River. On our side of the river, which is the east side of the river, is Route 9. On the west side of the river, it's 9W. We're very clever here. And Route 9 and Route 9W are basically the best way to get to all the coastal towns, which is, us.
Not coastal.
Well, not coastal, but riverside towns.
Yeah? Better.
Yeah,
All right.
that works.
It just doesn't sound as prestigious as coastal.
Well, it's
River adjacent.
All right, all of the river adjacent towns. Anyway, so Route 9, it's it's not a highway, but it's pretty, it's got a shit ton.
It's
of
a
lights.
highway with a lot of lights that you do 30 miles an hour on.
Yeah,
nowadays.
you fucking avoid it if you have to.
It's fucking terrible.
Well, when we were growing up, it's always been very commercial going through. There's no real housing. There are neighborhoods like offshoots of it and everything like that. But for the most part, it's the malls, it's the strip malls, it's just spots where there's
fucking Chili's
and
Yeah.
all those fucking places. That's where they live, is on the side of Route 9. What just recently was put in where nothing was. For the longest
Yeah,
built
there was
out
just,
of
yeah, it
nowhere.
was like vacant lots.
It was
there.
the Red Lobster and the car wash, and that's all you got. Now it's Bounce, Crunch, Golden Corral, car
They
dealership.
fucking leveled probably 10 acres of trees.
Yeah.
And put all that shit in.
Yeah, so
Texas Roadhouse is new too.
So Golden Corral went up about 2 months ago, and I remember just passing by it and go, "Oh, that's exactly what we need is a fucking food trough restaurant." around here. Like
yeah.
Applebee's.
Well, we had the
Applebee's is-
Chinese buffet.
Yeah, Applebee's is 5 minutes south from there.
Yeah.
We have places that Golden Corral's just overkill in my opinion.
I've never even been to a Golden Corral.
It's
so
fucking
what do they,
disgusting.
What do
I
they
have-
serve?
Frankie, my roommate in college, worked at one.
I have been to a Ponderosa, which is similar, I believe. So
It's like a Chinese buffet, just American fucking greasy food.
yeah,
It's like ribs and fucking shrimp, shit like that. It's gross.
hold on, let me get.
Ribs and frozen shrimp. Everything's frozen.
Let me bring up
That's-
the menu here.
It's like prison food. That's pretty much what it is. It's greasy prison food.
I'm on the goldencorral.com website.
Can the rest of the class say?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Thank
Would
you.
everyone else like to say? Please mind the tape. Good news. Their eggs are cage free.
Well, that's something at least.
I just learned that doesn't necessarily mean that the chickens are growing up in a good place.
Yeah, they're
Oh no, but at least they're not locked in a tiny little kennel for their entire
They
life.
are.
They're just stuffed into they're stuffed into a
not-
giant kennel.
It's qualified as an open pen if it has one window.
Really?
So one tiny window. If light can get in there, it's
an
qualified
open
as an
pen?
open pen.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
So there really is no menu. It's just the nutritional info, because every good restaurant has nutritional info. And but
Ooh, they got pizza.
they have specialities. They have grilled to order sirloin steak, carrot cake. Out of all the cakes on the planet Earth, carrot cake needs to die.
Well, they
I
probably
wish
offer
it
carrot
fucking
cake
go
because
away.
not a lot of people want it.
There is a cake in Germany
They
that
got
is
an awesome.
made.
They got an awesome pot roast.
There's
though.
a cake in Germany that is made
it
with
says.
black pepper,
Mhm.
and I can imagine that it doesn't taste great, but it definitely tastes better than fucking carrot cake.
Yeah.
Anyway, they have yeast rolls,
So bread.
pizza,
Is that bread?
rotisserie chicken, awesome pot roast, and that is quote.
That's the name.
Awesome
It's
pot
awesome.
roast.
It's awesome
End
pot
quote. Bourbon Street chicken. The same Bourbon Street chicken they give you at the mall as a sample.
No, because that's bourbon chicken. This is chicken from a street named Bourbon Street.
Ah, okay.
That's in New Orleans.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it could be a different Bourbon Street. Mashed taters, meatloaf, fried chicken. Of course, can't not have all that stuff. So it's a fucking slop house. Okay, it's a slop house, and I just don't understand it. Especially, I guess it's in the. I don't know. I really don't. The way.
No, it's just a crappy buffet. Like it just is. Like you've been to places like that where it's just buffet food in like warming trays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that's all it is.
Like the place we went in Jersey? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that. And it's just huge and corporate and gross, and all the food is like pre-made. It's seriously like the boil and bag shit from Orange is the New Black.
So
Yeah, that's really what it is. Like the slow cooked ribs and all that shit. That stuff comes in a giant Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
And it's warmed up in boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I went to a Ponderosa, which is similar, when I was upstate working, because I was working with a guy who loved this shit. He loved like junk shit food for cheap. Loved it.
Well, the thing is, like, everyone has a little bit of a soft spot for some of that stuff. Like pizza rolls at 2 a.m. are fucking great.
Sure.
You know, but like to go there and gorge yourself for $6.99, no. I'm just not doing that.
To pay money for it.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's like to eat crappy food once in a while in a certain amount is fine. Like frozen pizza is fucking great sometimes. But
Look at that. It looks good.
yeah, but it doesn't look like that.
Not
Garlic
what it looks
parm,
like.
shrimp
Have
and
you ever seen a McDonald's commercial? It does not
Yeah.
look like that when you get it.
But anyway, I went to a Ponderosa, and you walk in, and just like cattle, they have lanes that you walk through, and you get up to the.
You pay before you eat.
You pay before you eat. So you,
Because most people, because they're afraid people are going to jump out the fucking window.
Yeah. So, so you get up to the teller, the clerk. I don't know what you call them. Hostess. I'm sure.
Cashier?
I'm sure they call them hostesses or cashiers, just like the movies. And you tell them what you want by, it's big ass pictures, big ass letters. Monterey chicken, which is basically Grilled chicken is what I had. A grilled chicken breast with Monterey Jack cheese and like fucking cum on top of it. And you order the cum chicken, and then they give you like a piece of paper. I'm not remembering completely clearly how it works from there, but you go to your seat. Just find a seat, whatever. The one with vomit next to it. Now it's fine. And you sit down. You put your ticket down. Waitress comes over just like a Chinese buffet, asks you what you want to drink. You get what you want to drink, and you get up, and it's
Serve
just
yourself.
a sea of fucking side dishes.
Yeah. Warming trays, potatoes, sneeze
and
guards.
It's
sneeze guards as far as the eye can see.
It's all carbohydrates.
Yeah.
All of it is carbohydrates and starches.
Gotta have low fat, man.
Everything's fried.
Gotta be low fat. Oh, wait, that's not low fat.
I went up. I got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I had my Monterey chicken, and I just fucking sat there. He goes, "You're not going for seconds?" I'm like, "I wouldn't go for seconds here."
I'm sad that I went for firsts.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, moral of the story is, one of these fucking slop houses.
They underestimated how fucking gross people are, and they didn't do the business that they were expecting. They said people are so fat, they will leave Texas Roadhouse and come here. When Texas Roadhouse has a fucking 3-hour wait, they will come here. That's what they were thinking.
Probably.
But I don't even know what the story is. Was it a health code thing, or were they hemorrhaging money?
I'm not sure. I'm reading this cold because I just heard about it when I got home.
You're going to hit a paywall like fucking halfway down the page,
like,
and we're not
it's
going to ever know.
Yeah, so less than 2 months after Golden Corral opened in the town of Poughkeepsie, the location's doors are closed again, and the franchise operators have not commented on its future. A sign taped to the restaurant's doors Tuesday read, "Sorry for any inconvenience, but we are closed until further notice."
They spelled inconvenience wrong, didn't they?
Actually, they wrote, you know what? Let me throw this up here. They wrote...
Ooh, they got the Meat Lovers Spectacular.
Oh,
sad we can't go.
Enchanté. So, if you see here, inconvenience is spelled...
Inconvince.
Sorry
for any inconvenience.
But we are closed until further notice. It marked the second time the troubled location has closed since initially opening in late January.
So you had a restaurant fire?
Can I just...
No? What is that? No, that's different.
Duplicate,
Oh, no,
thank
that's...
you. And I'm going to pull this over here because I can't fucking read it from there. Well, I can, but I just don't want to. Sharon's Henderson, franchisee...
Sharon's. Let's break that down. Sharon's. Guy or girl? What do you think?
I'm thinking girl.
Yeah?
Sharon's?
Thinking guy.
You thinking guy?
Well, because it's a mix between Sherry and Terrence.
That's sexist.
Yeah.
So is that.
They might be non-binary.
Oh, that's very true. Could be a Zim or a Zer. Franchisee owner for the restaurant did not respond to calls and texts from the Journal, and calls made to the Golden Corral's corporate headquarters were not returned. Jesus Christ. While the reasons for closing remain unclear, it was not ordered closed by the Dutchess County Department of Behavioral and Community Health, according to Tanya Clark, Director of Environmental Health Services with the department.
That's where my dad works.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad works there, yeah.
Remember the pierogies temperature thing?
That's
Told
a
that
fair.
story?
No, I don't. It's 107 episodes. You know?
We were like, we're going to go get some pierogies. And he's like, yeah, awesome. The temperature was perfect there. And it wasn't like they were good. It was just that the cooking temperature was correct.
What's the name of the guy in Bob's Burgers?
The health inspector?
Yeah.
Hugo.
Hugo, yeah.
Well done. I'm going to call your dad Hugo from now on. To the best of our knowledge, the closure of the establishment was not a result of the inspections by our office, Tanya Clark said. Golden Corral faced a tumultuous, good word, opening
well done saying it correctly, too.
Marred by months of delays. Originally scheduled to launch in September, several days pushed the opening date back to January 27th. The location at 2345...
What?
2345 South Road. This is a combination an idiot would use on his luggage. is the first Golden Corral to open in Dutchess County with sequential numbers as the address. I added that in. Issues with the building's gas line, inspection schedules, and supplies on back order all affected the opening date.
I feel like they opened it up and they weren't making the money that they thought they were going to, or like an investor pulled out or something. Because the overhead at a place like that is huge, but the profit margin is gigantic. So the overhead at that place is probably $200,000 a month, but they make like $300,000 a month, you know?
Wow. Yet after a week, Golden Corral temporarily closed. I got tumultuous, but I can't get
temporarily
closed to get quote get all the kinks out, end quote, before reopening on February 14th. The restaurant employed about 140 hourly workers and 5 managers. This sudden closing drew a range of reactions from the community, with some indifferent to the news and others upset at the loss of an area restaurant.
I love that the range comes from indifferent to, what was it?
Outrage.
Outraged at the loss of Golden Corral.
Oh, not outrage. Upset, yeah.
Upset, okay.
Jamie Delgado of Wappingers.
Because for me, it would be like, good, great, that's awesome. Fucking gut that place and turn it into a real restaurant or the fucking something, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. I mean,
it's like they just opened a Popeyes right on the arterial.
Yeah, you remember
Love that chicken at Popeyes. I will say this: Popeyes fucking fried chicken rules.
Yeah, it's better than KFC, but I don't eat that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So, how fucking pissed were you that day?
That Popeyes
open? They were backed up out onto the arterial, and we were stuck in traffic. 2 lanes of traffic. 2 lanes of traffic trying to get, and it's right at where the 44-55 split.
No, I know.
We need to go in local bumper.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we sure do. So anybody that doesn't know, 44-55 is actually 2 roads.
Mm-hmm.
44 and 55 meet at one point, but they split going east.
Sure.
Yes, going east. So 44 is on one side. There's a couple, there's a strip where there's restaurants, and then 55's on the other side. So
this isn't a problem for you if you're trying to go to 55.
55 goes east, or I'm sorry, 55 goes west, and 44 goes east. So it's right at this. They're going.
It's a nexus point.
It's a nexus point. But Popeyes is smack dab in the middle of them.
So it's right where this split is. So if you were to get into the right lane to go around all this horse shit,
hang on.
You'd have to shoot across 3 lanes of traffic to get on 44 again.
Popeyes has 2 entrances.
One on Main Street, one on 44-55.
Yeah, one on 44 and one on 55. So you can get in from either way and then get out. But it was backed up into both sides.
Yeah.
The westbound and the eastbound side. So traffic was just a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
However, it is Popeyes, and it is delicious.
Yeah, and you can't eat it.
And I can't eat
You're just looking at it through rose-colored glasses.
Mm-hmm.
So today, Bosch had 2 sandwiches today. He had an egg sandwich. No, he had an egg sandwich, meaning that there was sausage and the egg patties were the bread part of the sandwich.
With a piece of cheese.
With a piece of cheese. So he sandwiched a sausage patty and a piece of cheese in between 2 eggs.
I did eat it with a fork because I was at work.
Oh, because you're a fancy man.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy man.
And I came home and I didn't want to toast a piece of bread to make a sandwich. I just wanted to fucking make something and
Bread
eat it.
is in quotes.
Yeah, bread is in quotes. So I took 2 pieces of cheese and 2 pieces of turkey and used the cheese as the bread. And I put mayo and mustard in the center.
That is a lot of cheese.
Like in a day?
And you had a bunch of lattes today. How's your poops going?
Solid as a rock.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, hopefully that'll loosen them up.
I would give it like a 2. The thing was like
solid.
It was a plunk in the toilet. But I digress. I want to hear what Jamie Delgado of Wappingers Falls has to say about the chain location that didn't live up to its expectations. I wasn't impressed with the food. It felt like fast food buffet. You don't say.
Weird.
You kidding? I gave the place a chance, but I will not be coming back. I do feel sorry for the employees. While Poughkeepsie resident Ralph Garuglia said he liked the restaurant, he noted that there were issues with the service when he went. The food was great and the prices were reasonable. I don't know how much more reasonable you can get.
Yeah.
The only problem that I saw was that they couldn't control the amount of people that came and ate. They were either understaffed or just weren't ready to be that busy and or popular every day of the week. Charlotte Walsh of Wappingers Falls said she enjoyed her visit to Golden Corral and wished others had a chance to try it and form their own opinion. I was able to try it and had no problems, but others did, she said. But Linda Devine said the buzz. Word of mouth has not been I also heard, and I don't know if it's
I saw. Yeah, I saw.
I don't know if I can find it. I know there was like a staff fight.
Oh yeah.
Like on social media.
I think they tried to keep it quiet. No, I mean like a physical fight where the cops had to be called.
Like an altercation.
This is just a rumor that I've heard. I don't know if this is all alleged. There was a fucking melee at the Golden Corral, so they had to close for the rest of the night, or whatever the hell. So
a melee.
So
a fucking bunch of people whipping out like broadswords and guy had a mace, he had a trident.
Those big puffy fucking sticks that they had in
like an American Gladiator. Yeah.
Who was your favorite American Gladiator?
I hated American Gladiator. Fucking hated it. And I think I hated it because like my dad was like, I don't want to watch a bunch of assholes on steroids beat up people for money. Like that's probably exactly what he said.
Let's take a look at some original American Gladiators, because now I need to know.
Why?
Because I want to know.
They look like bags of
Malibu.
meat.
I remember Malibu.
Oh my god. I can't think of anything less. I can't think of anything I want to.
Gemini, who's a big black guy.
This is seriously two rungs above professional wrestling.
This is above professional
Yeah, this is
wrestling?
way better than
Look at these physical specimens.
It's way better. You're starting to sound like Mac from Always Sunny.
Look at them. That's Gemini
all
right
that
there.
They're all orange.
Look at Gemini.
Well, they're orange because the color balance is off.
Where's Malibu? I don't see Malibu in
But
here.
the
Spray tan,
whites-
yes.
but the whites look white.
But
That's
spray
Malibu.
tanning wasn't a thing back then. That was shot on film. That's the problem.
You're shot on film.
I have been, yes. Can we not?
Oh,
talk
there's
about
Nitro.
Oh,
shit.
it's
He's a
old.
good-looking man. I used to watch the shit out of.
Yeah, Ryan's
Gladiator.
into older men.
I used
Just
to
want
watch
someone to take care of him.
Just cuddle him.
make me feel pretty.
Spoon you.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, back to Golden Corral. I can't say I will not say I'm sad that it closed.
No, I mean I feel bad about all the people who got a job there and got dicked around for the
Absolutely.
last 6 months.
Absolutely,
but you know, that would have been the job that they talked about in 10 years. They fucking hated anyway.
Oh yeah, sure.
Fuck that place.
Sure.
You know, I mean, like I talk all kinds of shit about chains, but like Texas Roadhouse was fine. And the food is
bread's
reasonably
good.
priced. It's not disgusting. You shouldn't go there every week, but you know, every 2-3 months, if you go to a place like that, it's not bad.
My sister-in-law
But-
Jess works at the Red Robin.
Yeah.
In
I work right next to her.
Oh, is that where you work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's
I think you might work with I don't want to say their name on this thing.
she's getting out of the food industry.
Someone's wife.
She's getting out of the food industry just because she doesn't want to be in the food industry anymore. But she does say often that she likes Red Robin as a company. They take very good
Yeah.
care of their employees. You know, and it's I believe it's franchise.
It's absolutely franchised.
It's a franchised restaurant.
Yeah,
so-
anyone with that produced a commercial is absolutely franchised.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I didn't know if
I'd never heard of it until one came here, but
in any case, you know, each restaurant's different. This one, you know, once she got a hold of it, it's been a lot better. So they're not all terrible. It's just we don't need a fucking buffet. People are fucking fat enough around here. You
just
know,
a thought.
and, like,
Just remind
not
me.
even fat. Fuck being fat. Just unhealthy, man. It's fucking
that's
gross
the whole
food.
thing. Like
it's brutal food.
Like I'm overweight, but I don't eat I don't eat a BurgerFi every day. You know what I mean?
No, but you want to.
Oh, I want to,
You're
but
so
I don't.
full of gluttony with junk food
Yeah,
and
it's
beer.
bad.
Gluttony. Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's not so much junk food. It's like grilled cheeses.
The other night
It's different.
Okay, so Adam's been in charge of dinner since I started back up at school.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally
I'm
never home.
I was
for-
shanghaied into being in charge of dinner. It was
Okay,
all.
so it's either you're
That
in
can
charge
go-
of dinner or we don't
eat.
That could go one of two ways.
It went really well until the fridge took a shit, and now it's just
We
takeout
haven't had
all
a
the
fridge
time.
for a month.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
just takeout
And
ever
you get-
since.
You get one soon, though, right?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Super.
Yeah, you might have to come over with your gallbladder out and just like cover a couple hours,
Okay.
just so you know. You just hobble over on like
Shove-
fucking
the
on
way
like
he
fucking
shuffles
Percocets.
down the street.
He's fucking dragging an IV.
I wonder what they're gonna give me, man. I don't think I'm.
They'll probably give you like a week's worth of, or like even like 3 or 4 days worth of
I don't
painkillers.
even know if I want to.
You
take
can't
it.
get more than a week's worth anymore.
Yeah, it won't be very much. They might not give you anything because it's laparoscopic, so it's not going to be that painful. Like Tanner's going to get the good stuff because it's a joint. You
Yeah.
know?
What did he say? MCL. I want to say.
No,
so.
had you not said MCL, I would have known it.
Oh, is it ICL?
No, stop saying things.
ICL is an actual thing.
Yes, but stop saying things, and I'll be able to think of it.
Okay.
Meniscus.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a torn meniscus.
That's what CrossFit will do to you.
I don't think he does
just
that
pay-
anymore.
No, he doesn't because he tore up his knee at CrossFit.
Yeah.
But he's gonna go back. I mean, his gym's not like all aggro and fucking culty.
Yeah, I know what gym you
Oh,
go
the girl who got the did you notice how jacked that girl was that got the Americano today? Extra ice Americano. She's wearing a sweatshirt. But that chick is like built and
Oh, yeah.
she's from his gym.
She looks like a man.
She doesn't look like a man. She's actually very pretty, but she's like like jacked.
I don't notice anybody. It's going to take me a
I
long
don't
time
notice
before.
anybody.
I know George.
You did remember someone's drink today, so that was good. Good
Oh, I
for
didn't?
you.
Why do you
Yeah, you
remember
did.
George?
Huh?
Because George comes in every morning and he orders the same thing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And he's uber friendly.
yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah. So it's
I think anybody who's worked in customer service will be friendly to a customer service worker.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Jess was telling me she's.
I
just
think
like,
he's a contractor of some kind, George.
Jess was like, she's like, exactly who has worked as a bartender or a waiter or waitress when you're serving them, because they'll say thank you for every little fucking thing you
Yeah,
do.
and they're like, no, it's fine, no big deal, just it's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You get a lot of that.
Yeah, or like when I go up to a bar and they're like, "What can I get you?" I'm like, "I see you're busy, so I'm just gonna get that, but I'm gonna get this later." So
Just
keep that in
put
mind.
that in the back of your mind.
And they go, "Jesus, thank you." So you see somebody get slammed behind the bar. I want to
Yeah.
have the pink mojito.
It's just like,
With a little
just give me
umbrella.
2 beers, but as soon as you get a chance, make me a Manhattan.
Yeah. I'll have this now and then this later. So just get on it when you can. It's just common. Well, first of all, it's just common courtesy.
And it's also, people don't realize that if they just do that, they're going to get better service anyway.
Yeah, if you just
Yeah.
chill
Or
the fuck
just
out.
make someone's day a little better.
Yeah.
Instead of the dude that came in and pitched a fucking fit because we sell those giant gluten-free brownie things for
Yeah.
$3.50. Were you there for that? You weren't there for that.
No,
That was me and
because it
Tanner.
was too expensive.
Yeah, he's like, these are $2 at Adams. And then, he like got
Yeah, but
pissed. He
you
was
guys are
fucking
a
pissed.
smaller place.
Yeah,
It
and
costs
and
more
what did
to-
Tanner say? He said, "This isn't Adams. They have a much higher,
Shelving.
Right.
They have a much higher turnover. This is a cafe. It's a totally different thing."
And then after the guy left, he turned to me and he goes, those aren't $2.
no,
at
they're
Adams."
$3.50.
Yeah, he goes,
They're
yeah.
They are $3.50. They're $3.50 at Adams
Yeah.
because I've seen them.
Brooke says if they go on sale for
Yeah.
$2.99, she buys
Yeah.
them. That's the only
Yeah,
time.
they cost $3.50 because just like Adams, we have a standard markup rate
Right.
for everything.
Yeah.
And it's probably 30% on something like that.
Yeah, so the piece of shit people.
And the thing people don't understand is,
Ready
yes,
for
we have a 30% markup rate on that, even though we didn't do anything, we're just taking it out of a box, putting it on a shelf, and handing it to you. But then there's all the other things that we make no money on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't get that shit.
Well,
it's like coffee is $2.40 to offset the smaller profit margin on a latte.
I don't expect everybody to understand that.
We gotta do that crafted cup logistics on the air.
Well, that's fine. I don't expect everybody to understand that. I do expect people to
not be a fucking
to not be
douchebag.
just a cunt about it.
Yeah.
When I say $3.50 and they go, "Oh wow, nah, I'm good."
Yeah,
and then that's it. And don't
That's
bitch at the
fine.
fucking
in that
barista.
in that situation, like I don't know what Tanner did, but I say that's the pricing. We have a standard markup. If it's too expensive for you, I apologize. It's I will say, like I will seriously say to a customer, it's a brownie. Like if you don't have to eat it, you don't have to buy it. Nobody's forcing you to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it's that expensive, but that's how expensive it is. It's basically handmade. It's very expensive, and the ingredients are a lot more expensive than a regular brownie. If you want an Entenmann's brownie, you can go to the deli across the street.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Entenmann's?
Entenmann's.
Anti-M's, isn't it?
Entenmann's. The white box, Entenmann's.
Is it Entenmann's?
Yeah.
I thought it was anti.
Entenmann's? Is that the way you say it? I believe it's
Anti-M's.
Entenmann's.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah. Moment of silence for Jay Fulham.
It is Entenmann's.
Yeah.
I've always said Entenmann's.
Yeah. If
No
you
N.
want if you want that brownie, I tell you what, you can go across the street and you can get one.
And you can go get
but
one
I can
from
almost
Entenmann's.
guarantee that even though that brownie is $2.50, the guy across the street at the deli is marking that up 100%. He is probably marking that up from $1.75 to $2.50, whereas we're marking it up $2.50 to $3.50.
What I wanted to say was, why are you yelling at me?
Oh, if a person,
I didn't make the prices, cunt.
Yeah, the thing is, the thing that I'm really excited about is, like, at Starbucks, I didn't care about that job, and I was really hoping for a time where I could just punch a customer. I really was. Because people were so shitty, and they blame you, and they yell at you. At this job, if someone yells at me, I am complete. Like, Tanner's even told me, you tell them, sir, you don't need to talk to me like that. You are out of line. Leave. Out. Now.
Oh, all right.
Completely fine to do that. So I can't be like, you're a dumb cunt, get out. Like that's kind of what you want to do in that situation.
I'd pay
but
to see it, though.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't get it. Like Tanner said to me one time when I was like, Tanner, I'm glad you're here because if you weren't here, I might have punched that lady. And he was like, I'd have to fire you, but we go out for beers after. It was just like that kind of situation.
He's threatened to fire you so many times.
He threatened to fire you yesterday.
Do you remember? Oh yeah.
Yesterday.
Were you there for that?
I
How
did.
many
I was the one who
times yesterday?
I actually I said to him after you sent the text, like, where are you? I was just like,
well, because I figured he'd be I knew he wasn't going to be there, but I was like, where are you at Shotzi's? And he's like working, and then I said the little asterisk, and then for a change.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Tanner works like 70 hours a week, so it's obviously a joke.
Well, I said to him, I'm like, threaten his job or some
Well,
shit.
no,
And
I
he was just like,
texted-
yeah, it's a good idea.
I texted him and I was like, I'm sorry Adam thinks he's so funny. And he was like, let's see how funny he thinks he is when he's unemployed.
Yes.
But that was good. Well, that being said, the week before he was at Shotzi's 6 days straight. So
Holy Moses.
for him to not be there is weird. Oh, and that the girl that got our drinks last night before the waiter came over was in today, and she asked me, "Were you wearing glasses last night?" I was like, "I had orange sunglasses on the top of my head." She's like, "No, like eyeglasses," because apparently she had an argument with the waiter over whether or not I was wearing eyeglasses and whether or not I was one of Tanner's employees.
So you went to Shotzi's, you had a hat on?
Yeah,
And
I
you
just put the glasses on the top of my head.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't behind your head, like.
Well, because I
douchebag.
can't hanging them
Guy
here is
theory.
annoying.
It is.
Yeah.
That's usually
that's the easiest. I don't care what it looks like. That's just the easiest thing.
I'd put them on my head if I wasn't worried about ruining my hair.
Yeah, you're
Well-
ruining your hair with your hair.
Well, then but the thing is, if you have product in your hair and you put the glasses up there, they get all greasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Real quick, we're at actually 46 right now.
Let's take a break and come back with in-depth interviews to the origins
Should I
of
just
the Dead
jot
Radio
down
podcast.
questions real quick? 'Cause I
Yeah,
have-
probably. You want some chalk?
Sure.
Here's some chalk. A purple one.
Oh, Christ. Do we need... Hold on. We need something here.
What do you need? Oh, yeah, we got to do the things.
Do the things. All right, so we're going to take a break real quick. We're going to do some plugs here. I still need to make production. I keep forgetting to do it.
Yeah.
Facebook.
We could try to do it tonight.
If you haven't already, Facebook.com/Dead Radio Podcast. Like us there. We're also on Twitter at Dead Radio Pod. We don't use it very much, but what you do want to check out is what is it at Dead Radio Podcast?
Instagram is at Dead Radio Podcast. That shit is hilarious. Yeah, it's at least 3 posts a week. On a good week, it is 7. We'll see how it goes. I'm still posting stuff from weeks back, so I have a lot to go through. But great videos, especially some pictures here and there. There's an awesome video of a penis ringing a bell, which you should check out. That's got like I think over 300 views now, so that's pretty good for us.
That might be your viral video.
I know,
you
could be
need.
our. That's all we need. So all we need is a viral video.
That is right. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube right now, hello.
Yeah.
If you're a first-time watcher, hello.
Welcome.
Do us a favor and like the video. Also, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribing is more important than liking, but definitely like too.
If you're listening to this and it was downloaded to your mobile device, go to YouTube and subscribe to our page. Also, it
helps us out. It gives us money. It gets us more listeners.
YouTube.com and just search Dead Radio Podcast. We don't have an official site yet until we get like 500
and if you are
viewers or something.
as well off as Tanner Townsend, please go to our Patreon page, which apparently you couldn't find last week. And
Let's
I never
try
looked
again
up.
real quick.
Check out patreon.com, search Dead Radio Podcast. Basically, you can pledge like $1 a month, whatever you can afford. It helps us out. It allows us to buy more equipment to make this more professional, sound better, look better. Yeah, every dollar that you spend is just going to be invested straight back into the show.
It's not there,
Not there?
so I don't know. You got to
All right.
take a look at it.
I'll take a look. But anyway, when I get that worked out, go to Patreon.
Yeah, bitch. You got music queued up for the break?
I can.
Set up a still life.
Isn't the dick a still life?
The dick is definitely going to be a still life.
But it's not still.
Is this part like?
No, this is the shaft. The balls start like this is the end of the shaft, so the balls would be where the suction cup is.
Like bumpy. I don't.
It's very veiny.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same
It's just
thing.
to
It's got
add-
this like
It's got,
turtle
like,
shell
herpes.
type of look at the
So
bottom.
it's kind of like the balls with no balls.
But it's like.
Yeah, it's like the scrotum
Was
without
that
the
just-
balls.
All right,
Stuff
I got
one ball
I got
in
music
there.
starting.
All
All right.
right.
So that's that then. We're on break now.
We'll be right back.
We'll talk more about the black dick in the middle of fucking table in a little while.
All right,
Balls.
It is going to be definitely featured in the time lapse.
Why is my prescription?
I see. I was confused as to what you were doing. Then you'll fade it out and upload. Yeah.
Fade it out was the
Just put it at the end, and just because it might be a way to get people to stick around after, like just say like, stay tuned for after our spiel. You can download their album. Yeah. That might be a good idea. And it'll promote those guys. So I'm gonna just
Well, come on, please take me somewhere I ain't been yet. I'm dying of anticipation. I think I hear him on the stairs. Wings that walks, a shock of hair. Well, come on, please take me somewhere I ain't been yet. I'm dying of anticipation. Tragedy. My parody. My parody. Anticipation. Here they come just after dark. Lightning war hits a mark. Heavy bombs and wine, vicious engines grind. White hot flame and dreadful sparks. Don't you think they've had red skies up above the flames, bursting sharp veins, torn apart, a masterpiece of art. Don't you think, don't you think, don't you think they've had enough? Can you hear the sirens wail? Angry wind and shrapnel gale. City stabbed with fire, 100 feet or higher. Don't you think they've had
Hi, I'm Andy Reid from Catskill Cabin Conversations on WGXE 90.7 FM. You're listening to Dead Radio Podcast. Enjoy. Do not fear.
Good old Andy Reid.
He said my name on that show he did with you. It's nice.
How did he say it? Amy?
Amy?
Amy.
Amy? 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 Amy?
Something like that. It's nice.
You're just lazy. That's
Just
what the Scottish
Lazy.
language or the Scottish dialect.
I do like to
guess,
say it's like scone. 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 That's how he says scone.
Scone.
Scone. There's like a W in
Yeah.
there. Squun.
He came in the other day, and man, these sound better, but there's too much bass. He came in the other day, and like he was looking right at me, and I was like, I don't know who this fucking person is. He's like talking to me like I know him, but I don't know who this guy is. And then all of a sudden, I picked up on the accent, and I went, "Oh, it's fucking Andy." Because he had like
he had a hat on.
Yeah, he had a hat on. I just like, and he had a 5 o'clock shadow. I just fucking didn't recognize the guy. And yeah, I was just like, "Where's your spiky hair?" I don't. That's why I didn't. It's like, hey, I'm just being lazy. I don't know how to say it. That was Irish.
Lazy.
I'm just being lazy. I'm just being lazy. Okay, so yeah, we're back, and are we doing anything?
We were going to do Amy's interview.
Yes. I thought we were going to do plugs or something like that. We could say that.
Oh, no, wait. We're supposed to do, coming back from break, we're supposed to do our plugs.
Well, we could save that for later.
Do you want to just do it really quick?
Sure. Dark Side Records
You didn't
podcast.
turn up my music. You didn't turn up my computer.
I did.
Again. No, you didn't.
It's up.
It's fucking playing right now. Volume's all the way up. It's not
On
turning.
your board. On your board. You're on your board.
Everything's up.
Okay, well, this is a you problem, not a me problem. Does this work? That works.
Stop the show. Bosch wants to talk
happening?
about dicks.
That's loud.
Okay, so there's something wrong with this one. We'll do this one. All right. I know what happened. It was turned all the way down here.
I want like a dinka 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 do kind of fucking song for this kind of
do.
like womp 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 womp, like just something fucking really dumb sounding.
Something out of like I'm blanking on it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this isn't great for it. Anyway.
It makes me want to go.
Check out Dark Side Podcast! The Dark Side Podcast! Hudson Valley Legends Podcast!
Oh my God, that's terrible. All right, so again, Hudson Valley Podcast Alliance. I think I'm just going to build a Facebook page this week and just text everybody. Because we haven't even talked to Tony and Mike yet.
All the blood just rushed to my
Yeah. It's all the... It's like Nixon.
Hudson Valley Podcast!
Oh, shit. I even fucked it up.
All right, so lots of stuff coming up from the Hudson Valley Podcast Alliance very soon. Check out Dark Side Records Podcast and Dork Side Records Podcast. Hudson Valley Legends Podcasts. That's a fucking gem, by the way. Way better than any of the podcasts.
Yeah,
that
if
I've
you don't
mentioned,
mind waiting
including
2 months
ours,
for an episode.
2 months. Bastards. Hudson Valley Transmitter, as well as their Hudson Valley Transmitter podcast. Hopefully, we will be having a snow date for the variety show. We just don't know yet.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet.
If not, the movie will premiere at some point on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
The Dead Radio Podcast is brought to you by Track 7 Studios, providing quality artistic photography and video services for advertising or events of any size. We are also rolling out a social media program. It's very Instagram targeted. It's going to be at a very low price point, like $200, $250. And basically, you get all the shots for your Instagram for several months in one session. Still working it out. Our kind of first thing we're doing is with Crafted Cup, and we'll see how that goes.
All
and then
right.
we'll lock in the pricing and get a better plan. But if you have a local business, especially food-oriented or service-oriented, something that you could post every day, it's going to be cool. So
right.
I think it's a neat idea, and I think it's going to be great for people like Tanner who don't have a lot of time but want a bigger social media presence. So, and then this is where advertiser plugs would go, like Crafted Cup when Tanner actually pays us.
Yes, that'll never happen.
It's never going to. No, we just got to keep needling him. Eventually he'll listen to the show and be like, oh, they've been doing this for months, haven't they? So we've been plugging him without plugging him for free. Anyway, go to the Crafted Cup. It's nice. You can see Ryan and his haircut.
I got a compliment on my haircut today. An older gentleman, a gentleman of a certain age.
He was hitting on you, wasn't he?
Asked me where do you get your haircut like that? And I'm like, My friend Becky does it. She does an okay
He did the air
job."
quotes when he said "friend." It was great.
That's so mean.
No, he didn't really. But he did say he doesn't think she does a good job.
What? She does a good job.
Nobody did say that.
Is she a trained beautician?
She's gonna shave my head.
She's a trained beautician.
She is.
I think
yes.
so. Yeah, yeah. She's got the smock and everything. Yeah, the thing that you put her.
Well, you
yeah,
need
the thing that makes
the
Bosch sweat in the backyard in a lawn chair.
Yes.
Yeah. What is that called?
It's a smock.
It's a smock. She's got the smock and everything.
I don't know if that.
She was
Never
a.
seen how she does long hair.
I want to
so.
say she was a hairdresser in New Jersey, so that's why my hair is like usually
Yeah.
kind
Oh.
of big, and then I have to
That's
tell
why
her to-
she frosted the fucking tips.
Yeah. So she used to do that, and it made her insane because,
There was something that stressed her out beyond where she's at.
well, there was that made her insane, and then she moved to medical billing.
Oh my god.
Can you just pay me? God damn it! Can you just fucking pay us? You owe us the fucking money. God damn it!
Or some to that effect. Then she went to nonprofit, and now she's freelance, whatever the fuck she does.
She's not with the nonprofit anymore.
She's a hustler. That's what I'll call. I'll call
Did
it.
she steal a bunch of money from a nonprofit and just fucking haul ass out of there?
Yeah, she's in Mexico right now. She's in
Damn,
Tijuana.
she's a horrible fucking person.
I'm sorry, Becky. I didn't want
He
to
doesn't
lead to
listen.
this.
I don't even think Derek listens anymore. He got sick of it.
You guys embarrassed him.
So I do want to get into the commercial or the commercials, the interview.
Ah, okay.
So do you have questions prepared?
All I wrote down was why.
All right. So wait, hold on. Do we need hold on? Let me see if I can find music for this. Let me find here.
That's shish, right?
That's our interview music. So there you go. Go ahead.
I wanted to start with why you guys wanted to start a podcast. Was it just a drunken conversation?
Do you want the real answer or joke answer?
All of the above.
I'll give the real answer. It's because he fucking hated everything and he needed a creative outlet. And he said maybe a podcast or something. That's literally what you said to me.
Yeah. It was. Are you writing this down?
I don't need to because we're
It's
recording
fucking
it.
recorded.
Oh fuck yeah.
Lazy.
I'd feel better if you were writing it down.
What? I can chalk
Here,
it
hold
down.
She can just consult it later. Are you gonna give her your fucking sweaty notebook that you've had in your
Ew,
pocket all day?
ew. I don't want that.
It's a little beat
You're
up.
such an old
It's
man.
Probably smells like balls.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
Can you just scribble?
Fine.
Like and just say every so often? No, to be perfectly honest, I wanted to do radio. Oh God, since high school. Like I've said it before on the show that Opie and Anthony basically was the impetus for the entire thing. When I was in high school, somebody turned me on to Opie and Anthony. I listened. I was like, this is fucking hilarious radio. I love it. Started listening to Howard Stern as well. Also Booker in the afternoons. He was on after Howard and around the late 90s, early 2000s area. I actually went into radio and saw how actual terrestrial radio and saw how fucking stupid it was. This is just absolutely terrible. It's incredible pressure. The morning show guys just are. They were funny guys, but because of the area,
They were just put in a fucking box.
well, they were
Yeah.
they were put in a box, which is also called the studio, and then they were put in a box
No,
within that box.
Yeah, I meant like a
content
Yeah,
box. I
yeah.
understand, but they had to do. They were fine with the local stuff, just like we are. We do the local thing because we're not famous. They're not famous, so kind of take a page out of their book. But the problem is, their audience was mostly hill people, as I like to call them. So they
people west of the Hudson and a bit north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it just was tricky to kind of do edgier humor and not get in trouble for it. Plus, they had staple bits, and the show wasn't what it used to be. It was Coop and Mikey. I got there when I was Coop and Patty. Patty got fired.
So
over
let's
Christmas
rewind
break.
let's rewind a little bit.
Sorry, I'm
because
going off
the heyday of radio when we were younger was Coop and Tobin in the morning. And they were the end all be all of local radio.
Right,
they
right.
had the best and I'm doing air quotes because
They were fucking funny.
They were really funny. They had a great rapport, but it was kind of, it was fairly cookie cutter.
Uh-huh.
Had they had some sort of a backing, maybe it would have turned into something else, but they really hit their peak and then never could get above that.
But here's the thing.
They really plateaued. What
was-
is that, like 97, 98?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was hacky because it's hacky now. Then it wasn't so hacky.
Dude, some of their parody songs I still sing in my head. That shit was hilarious.
Absolutely. Brown Water was
Sweet
one that
Home
I was,
Monticello. Holy fucking shit. I still laugh about that.
Yeah, Brown Water was a good one. In Poughkeepsie, hands up. I was shot here in Poughkeepsie.
Oh my god.
Right outside of Kennedy Fried. That was a fucking fantastic song.
There
I was involved in
there
most
was
of that
there
shit
was
too.
one
So you're
there was
obviously
one
influenced by it then.
Yeah.
because You make your bumpers like that.
So there was one, it was called Sweet Home Monticello, and it's obviously Sweet Home Alabama, but it was sung by a stereo. You couldn't get away with this now. You could not get away with this on WPDH now. It was sung by a stereotypical Jewish, like Hasidic Jewish guy.
Sweet Home Monticello.
And it was Bubala, I'm coming home to you. Holy fucking shit. That is goddamn gold. And that was awesome. And then it just went downhill. And then and then the corporate shit started coming in. They started firing people and then bringing people back and then firing people again and then bringing people back. And you know more of it than I do. I saw it like as a complete outsider.
The first week I was there was it was in the winter at WPDH. There, it was owned by Cumulus at the time, also pronounced Cumulus, and now it's owned by Town Square Media. I got there as an intern. I worked for like a couple days, and then they went on Christmas break. All radio guys, the whole team takes off because if one guy calls out, there's no real point in doing the whole show. So when it was Coop and Patty. So it was Mark Cooper, Patty something or other, the producer, the head producer, Mike Colvin, and the assistant producer, Big Dave, can't remember his last name. I come back, Mike is now the co-host, Patty is fired, and Big Dave is now the producer, and whoever's interning is assistant producer.
That's the way they do shit.
They just shaved. That's what they do. They shave down the staff of the radio on the radio side. But the sales side, they bulk up because they need to make the sales.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, "Whoa, this shit changes quickly." And then it was fine at first, but then ratings started coming out and everything like that,
Right.
and I could see the stress starting to build on Mark Coop. He'd have like just blow ups on us and everything like that if we fuck something up on the air or whatever the hell. So when I saw that, I was there for a little while, and then I started slacking off because I was just like, "Fuck this business! This is shitty ass business."
Well, it's that typical like corporate shit.
Yeah,
like
when
that's
corporate takes over, everything just goes south.
That's the MO of corporate radio. To just like wait till Friday, people go home for the weekend, and they don't fucking have a talk with you. They fucking courier over a letter from a law firm saying you don't work here anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid of people. Like you can't give people notice. You can't, like, if a radio personality says I'm leaving, they go get out now. Because they can just go fuck for 65 seconds until the what the fuck's it called?
The delay.
The delay is gone, and then get them $10,000 in FCC fines. So they just look at it as we might as well be total douchebags and just cut them loose when they're on vacation.
And the funny thing is the FCC isn't listening.
No.
The FCC only goes by
People complaining.
people complaining.
Yeah.
And then they ask for a skim, which is a recording, a jock skim of whatever they heard. And they get
So, like, what did
Jock
people
skim sounds so sexual.
It does. What did people complain about though? Like, what's really to complain about with the radio?
content. We used to play this song Afro Man Because I Got High. Whenever we had this guy on, we called him his name was JJ, and he was a complete burnout stoner, but he was fucking hilarious. At least I thought, until I realized he was getting fed lines.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, that's not what that goes back to.
It's neither here nor there is the phrase.
It's
that
neither
you're
here
looking
nor
for.
there. That's another reason why I also left. I was like, you're feeding
It was
this dude
super
lines?
fake. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's very easy for the producer to plummet through headphones, say, "Hey, it would be funny if you said this," and not have it come out over the air.
they'd write it
Yeah.
down and they'd slide it to him, and he'd read it on the air. It was pretty gross. Once I figured it out, I didn't understand. I didn't know.
Yeah,
it
that
first.
shit is all fake. And another thing, like every time anyone has made a crank call since 1985, it's been fake.
No, it's later than that.
90s.
Or mid-90s.
Because it's illegal.
Yeah.
It's super illegal.
So, in any case, I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, we were playing Afro Man Because I Got High, and he's a stoner. He's like, nah, I don't know, man. Like that kind of fucking burnt out.
Yeah.
This angry-ass mother called up, complaining about, my kids listen to this.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Pretty much. She was freaking out. My kids listen to this on the way to school, and you're saying, gotta get high. And I'm like, actually, it's Because I Got High. It's a parody song about how if you smoke too much pot, you don't do well, and you turn into Jay.
Yeah,
And then she was just like, this is ridiculous. I can't believe they put the da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, it's about that you shouldn't get high. That's what the song is about. That my life is shit because I got high.
Yeah, and then
I
I told her that her vagina smells or some shit like that. Hang up the phone. Like, your vagina smells.
Hang up
Bad.
the phone.
Not good, but bad. And hung up the phone. I said, actually, what I did say was, I'm sorry, ma'am, you don't like the content. You can send, you can send a complaint to our complaints department.
Or you could not listen.
And she
you could
said,
just turn it off.
And she says, "Well, all right, how do I do that?" And then I hung up on hung up on her. But
look it up,
bitch.
Look it up, bitch. So yeah, there was that kind of stuff, like the outrage you hear, like when on TV when an anchor is on and he's apologizing because we've received complaints about XYZ. It's because anywhere from 1 to 10 people out of the thousands that are listening,
Or hundreds of thousands.
Thousands, millions.
Like in the
maybe.
case of WPDH, it seriously is in the hundreds of
Right.
thousands. Like they have their reach is almost down to New York City and all of the North Country. I
Yeah.
mean, like WPDH, you can hear fucking everywhere.
How many people watch this? And this is why the Super Bowl. And this is why everybody.
When her fucking boob malfunctioned or whatever.
Well, now the outrage thing, that those 10 people out of, let's say 1,000. Those 10
I
people
feel
out
like
of
that's
1,000.
where this came from. It was around that time, wasn't it?
No, the Simpsons have been doing that for years.
Before that?
Years. Making fun of the people that complain
Yeah.
about something silly like that. Won't somebody please think of the children?
Well,
Fuck.
like, in the
My
case-
favorite thing is how am I gonna explain this to my kid? That's not my fucking problem.
Well, in the case of boob malfunction at the Super Bowl,
It was
that shit
obviously
just well,
it was
that shit
obviously
just
not a
happens.
malfunction either.
Well,
that
it
was
wasn't?
planned.
Well,
it was absolutely planned.
She had a fucking a sun, like like this artistic
nipple?
sun type thing as a pasty on her. And, like,
yeah,
it was, like,
and
hollow in the center,
was it
so-
Justin Timberlake or whatever? He obviously fucking pulled the thing off. It was planned. It was obviously planned. It wasn't great for them. I'm very happy for whoever thought to do that and the people that participated in it because it was a big fuck you to the FCC.
But here's the
and
thing.
that's great.
But because of that, they received complaints.
So much fucking backlash.
Millions of people watch the Super Bowl. I don't know the exact number. Maybe you could look it up for me. But
I'm not going to look it up because we're getting sidetracked and we need to just fucking rein it back in.
Whatever. Because of that and the few complaints, that's why everybody's so like tightened down on outrage thing. But what everybody fails to realize is that outrage is only is coming from the lowest minority of viewers, not as in minority as in like
no,
No,
I know what you mean.
Or the ratio.
Don't be racist.
You're
but
so racist. I need a racist.
Out of the 1,000 people that are watching, one
I do
pissed
have
off, so
I
now
do
you
have
gotta change
I have
all of your
this.
content.
I'm a full-on rapist,
But I don't have I don't have a
racist.
racist one. That's just the closest thing I had.
Rapist and racist are two
It's the
different
closest.
things.
It's the closest thing I had. It's just one letter. Okay, it's the closest thing I had. Sorry.
So back to
You
why.
should be.
So back to why.
Yeah, just why.
So back to why. Joe Rogan, Tom Segura.
Yeah.
all
So
those
why
guys.
you're doing a talking? You were originally talking. We'll just use impetus again.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it rolling for every episode. The impetus of why you wanted to do something like this was because you always wanted to be in radio, and then
I never had the freedom to do so.
Got it.
Wow, I just summed up that fucking
That 10
half an
minute-
hour in 10 seconds. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason. It's 'cause
Well-
I always wanted to do a radio show, and now I can curse, I can be honest without getting in trouble for just being
yeah, you
honest.
talk about dicks.
Yeah.
Show
All
video
you
of
guys
dicks.
talk about is dicks and shit stories and other things.
It's
But
popular,
Another-
man.
It is
the first thing
popular.
that the fucking Hudson Valley
The
Legends people wanted
most
to do
views we have ever had on Instagram is this fucking thing.
A
Oh, did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
dick
Did you
flying
fucking see
into a
that?
bell, Yeah.
That's how I ring the bell. I just flick the head.
So
Wish we had that on video.
that's why I wanted to start.
You
I said
do have that on video.
I want to try and
Oh.
I want to try and do something. Maybe I want to start a podcast. And Adam's like, "Yeah, we should start a podcast." And I went, "Well, okay, I guess the two of us can start a podcast, so that's fine."
Well, I mean, it kind of started.
wedged his way into
Well, it kind of started with like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I'd totally be into that if you want to do it. And then it kind of had a few false starts at the beginning, and then we didn't do anything for like 2 months, and then
Well, I know. I was speaking from someone who's.
been there from the beginning.
Yeah, seriously. I've
She has heard the lost
I
episodes.
think I was the first one to listen to the first 3 episodes.
Because I gave her my flash drive. I was like, yeah, they're all on here. And I was like, oh, wait, you listen to those? Don't listen to those ones.
They were all like 2.5, 3 hours long of you guys just getting drunk and talking about anything.
Yeah.
And it was
Anything
really
and everything.
funny, but like obviously you guys have come a long way. Like what made
Baby.
you what made you change the way you do things? Or
we're not fucking famous.
no, but you guys got an outreach to the community.
Well, that's the thing. We're not famous, so we stopped focusing on national stuff and more started focusing locally. And by doing that, it just so happens that we found local podcasts and
Yeah, I think the thing that's going to like launch this show into something listenable for the layperson is going to be the Podcast Alliance thing.
exactly.
I think it's like people are going to be like, well, I love this because I found out about it through this person. And then it'll translate because everything I listen to podcast wise, I found out about because of you. You know, you hear it from someone else.
Yeah.
So
it's
it's not
definitely a word
I
of
think
mouth
I think
industry.
very few people are going on iTunes and just clicking most popular podcast.
Yeah.
Very few people are doing that. And like I've listened to I actually try and avoid a lot of podcasts. Like I like Joe Rogan's podcast. I think it's very good, but I actually try and avoid it because I don't want to emulate and
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
don't-
little bit worried about Your Mom's House becoming something that I like slip in one-liners because we used to do that at the beginning with Opie and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And
still do.
that was a big influence for the show. And it's okay to do it once in a while, especially because Opie and Anthony doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But if we start fucking calling each other Gene,
It's still not ours.
like that's
though.
going to be a problem.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't like to do it, but
Yeah.
I can't help it because it makes me laugh. 'cause
But
it just takes me
sometimes
back.
like a little thing is funny and it's an homage to an influence and that's fine.
Right.
But I don't remember where I was going with that. So
why what made us change, and that was pretty much to be completely honest, what made us change is we weren't getting a lot of listens, and
No.
Yeah, you
people
guys have been
people were
like-
complaining about content, and the only content that this style of show can bring is local content. You know, because we don't have a theme. There's a new the Dirt Nap podcast, which I haven't kept up on yet.
I
but
played a little bit. They're pretty good. They're new though,
they
right?
talk about death. The overall theme of the show is death, and they talk about all different aspects of it, cultures and how they deal with death, how we deal with death, and blah 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 blah. And that's
So we
their
don't
thing.
we don't have a focus, is what you're like. Hudson
Right.
Valley Legends.
Doug Loves Movies is a movie trivia game that he does in front of a live audience. Getting Doug with High is basically he gets stoned with a bunch of people that he bring a bunch of actors and comedians and stuff like that. We don't have a real theme because we do the talk radio format where it's just news and bullshit.
Yeah, because if we
Comedy.
if we were famous like that, it would be probably very similar to Opie and Anthony, where we would have guests, we didn't really need them. You know, we'd have producers and interns who would pull up news stories that they think we might want to talk about. They'd bring it to the show, and then it would go whatever direction it went.
Those fuckers at the end
Yeah.
just strolled in, sat down, had all their shit laid out for them. They'd look at each other 5 seconds before the mic went on.
Good to go?
They'd
Yeah.
go, "You got anything?" And the other guy would go, "Nah." And then and boom, they're
Yeah,
on the air,
yeah.
and then they're off. You know, just
So, and I think that to a certain degree, our show works well like that. But we need, when we're just us, we need some sort of a direction. And I think the guest thing really was the shot in the arm that the show needed.
How do you guys feel about having so many guests? That's obviously changed the way the podcast has gone.
Yeah, this show has changed incredibly over the last
over the
6 to 8
yeah.
weeks. And it's gone in a direction where Bosch is competent. And we just I
He needs a
didn't
new
I didn't
mug.
there
I
were
can't say
times when
world's
I
worst
didn't
co-host.
I just had nothing to add. Just had nothing to add. And that needs to happen more, and that's great. So I think if we just got to the point where we're approaching local artists, bringing them onto the show, giving them a platform to show what they're doing, to talk a little bit more about themselves, instead of, because the worst fucking thing is when you go see a live show and they're like, "Hey, I'm so-and-so, this is what I'm doing, I'm going to play a song now, then I'm going to plug my stuff, then I'm going to play another song," and they're explaining things too much. I think this is a great platform to show personality of artists.
Right, yeah,
And it doesn't necessarily just need to be musicians, but obviously this is not so much a visual medium, it's more audio. Even though we are streaming on YouTube, it might be very cool to move in that direction. And people like Andy, people in this
mean
realm.
Andy?
Andy, I can't. I'm not fucking.
Andy No, that's Reid. good.
Andy.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. Yeah, I rolled my R too much. A little Spanish.
I don't mind like this conversations over coffee thing.
I'm excited because I don't know anything about it.
Exactly.
And that's what I want. And I read the flyer a couple of times, and that's the most that I know about it. And I talked to him I've seriously talked to this guy for 45 seconds total.
Yeah.
In real life. And we've texted back and forth. He knows what to expect of the show. He's bringing someone who's kind of a regular.
That's another thing.
I think it's neat.
Good.
You know?
That's another thing. Oh, he's bringing a guest?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
good.
bringing someone who's like a fairly regular
okay,
person
cool.
that shows up.
See, I don't even-
And the funny thing is, like, sometimes he has a bunch of people that are all kind of his age. I would put him in his early 20s, maybe.
He's going to shit his pants when
yeah.
he sees this.
But sometimes there are like 80-year-old people that sit down and talk with him.
That's the thing. I don't care who comes in here. If they got something going on that they do in the Hudson Valley, I'm all for it. I like that we're going local only because I like the area. I love it up here. I really do. It's taken me a long It's taken me a bunch of years to actually finally go, I do like it here. It is just my place. I've been a bunch of different states, different towns, all over the place. Not too deep in the United States, but a bunch of different places. And it kind of sucks. Staying in fucking Las Colinas, Texas for a month fucking sucked. Dallas is a fucking nightmare of a city. It's the weather's weird. The people are just not genuine down there. They're polite, they're friendly, but they're wearing a mask. So it's just strange to me. At least up here, you get kind of both. You get in Poughkeepsie, especially, in Poughkeepsie and Beacon and everything. It's artistic. So I want to interview the people from around here because I think it's an interesting mix of shit going on here, especially the music. Because at one point, Hudson Valley music scene was like a big fucking deal. There was a shit ton of bands here and a lot of good ones, but the scene got saturated and it kind of fell apart. And the only real venue around here was the Chance, and attached to the Chance, the Loft and Club Crannel Street, which is now the Nutty Irishman, or the Nutty Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
It
was the
Nutty Irishman. Change it because Irishman is like a.
No, because it didn't imply that it was a restaurant. So they were looking to make money like during the day, I think. So because that place is open like normal restaurant hours.
Well, in any case, I like having
great cheese fries.
I like having.
Thanks for the insight.
I'm just that's all I know about it. Great cheese fries.
I like having bands on. I like having guys like Andy Reid on who do something a little bit different, who live in the area and have an opinion about the area.
Oh, we should have Christine on the show.
Oh my God,
that would
that'd
be
be
so
amazing.
fucking weird.
Christine.
Our ceramics teacher, she's very involved in Art Centro,
That's
which
what
is something that I
That's originally what I wanted to do for my project.
I know
but-
because I suggested
What the fuck's
No,
Art
yeah,
Centro?
I was explaining to Bosch what I was gonna. Okay,
I
so
just
it
wanted to
wasn't-
toot my own horn.
No,
That's all.
I wasn't originally gonna do you guys.
Nothing weird about that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't originally gonna do you guys for this project. I was gonna do Art Centro.
Phrasing.
I was gonna do Art Centro, and talk about how they affect the community and how they help Poughkeepsie out.
Where the shit is this?
It's on,
It's on Main Street. It's follow South Cherry all the way to the end, make a left, and it's right there.
Our mission is to enrich downtown Poughkeepsie through the arts and to be part of a supportive community of our local artists by offering affordable classes, studio time, and facilities. Oh, no shit.
Yeah, you can go there, do ceramics, you can paint, you can do all kinds of shit.
Artcentro.org, 845-454-4525.
Can you remind me tomorrow to reach out to her and see if she'll come on the show?
I did. Her name's Jessica.
We're gonna need to put the
Emailing her.
dick away.
No.
You have to. Okay, if you have if you have Steven on, you have to put the dick away.
Who's Steven who?
Steven,
Her
you met
stepdad.
him, my stepdad.
Oh,
Steven.
no.
Steven.
I'm going to put the dick in front of him for that
No,
one.
put the dick away.
I put the dick away for...
Okay, he's a parent. You have to put the dick away.
I put the dick
We'll
away...
put the dick away and we'll ask if he's comfortable with it.
I put the dick away for when Tom and Amber came in.
Okay, but he's still my dad. He's still a dad.
He
You
was
have
a
to
dad and his daughter was right there.
I put it away because
Yeah,
I wasn't
but you
sure...
Put it away. That's why. That's
I
what
wasn't
I'm saying. You should
sure...
Put it away.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure. But
He's
now...
just feeling it out.
But here's the other thing. There's a fucking dildo stuck to the table that we use to ring a bell. There's a dick with a bow around it that says world
Yeah, it's a
champion.
trophy.
There's a
It's a-
Clone Willy fucking dildo on there.
failed
There's a bunch of
dildo.
shit written on the walls. We have shit story bumpers, urine story bumpers.
So
Sometimes the guests that come on here, I get very scared that they don't know what they're.
No,
I'm
completely
scared that they're gonna
understand.
walk down the stairs, they're gonna open the curtain, and they're gonna expect to see TED Talks.
yeah, and they're gonna be like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So okay, Christine can definitely handle it. Steven can definitely handle it.
He can, but he's still.
That's fine.
He's still a dad.
That's fine.
He's still a dad.
I
know
understand.
he's-
I
okay.
understand. I understand. But I think I'm just gonna tell him, listen to an episode. Maybe I'll just pull this clip from this episode and send it to him. Wait, let me play this. Just play this. All right. Well, when we get
I
back,
swear to God, the people who listen to this show, they need to if you're if you're just listening to this episode for the
Still makes
this
me
is the
laugh.
first episode out of all of our episodes that you started listening to. You're a cunt.
So I'll play that, and then I'll play this clip from this episode, and we'll see how he feels.
For me saying that you need to put the dick away for him to come on here, you're gonna play that clip?
Yes.
Why?
I don't understand.
Holy
What's
shit,
the
I'm
problem?
lost.
So it's because he's your dad?
Yeah, I don't need to be sitting in a room with my dad. And
But you
there
know,
be a
boys
dick
have
on the
pieces and girls have vaginas, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you know that.
That's pretty
Kindergarten
important.
cop, yeah.
That's important knowledge to have.
God damn it! Why don't I have
Girls
fucking
have-
John Kimball?
So
Why the fuck don't I have
not
that?
a
I do have
throwback.
this.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
So that's why we changed the, that's why we changed the. Going back to your
Format.
original question, Barbara.
Babua.
That's why we.
Babua.
That's why we kind of shifted. We didn't change the format. We just,
Well,
it evolved.
Yeah, we just
you sort of made a structure to your show, which kind of brought in more guests. Like you've had so many guests in the past few months.
Yeah, we have a list. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a list of shit.
And you even have a little
we needed structure.
waiver.
We needed direction.
Mhm.
We needed to seem more professional. We didn't necessarily need to be more professional. We just needed to seem more professional.
Ryan needed to quit his job.
Yeah.
So he had more time.
Come hang out with us at the Crafted Cup. And,
So I couldn't lose my goddamn mind. But yeah. That's why we changed it. We love the area and we needed, we're not famous and we want people to listen. And we need to give them a reason to listen. And if the only people that know us are local people. And that's the only way we're going to actually get people to listen to us. So
Well,
we had to
maybe
shift it around.
This will help.
Maybe.
A little bit.
Next question.
She just says why.
I was like,
Just-
why?
It's tricky,
So
right?
why did you do the thing you
this,
said
yeah.
just now?
Well, I want to know how you guys think you affect the community, but you kind of already answered
We
that. In a
we
way.
don't.
Don't affect the community.
we affect.
What do you want to affect or contribute to
we
the
don't.
community
I mean,
then?
as far as contributing,
I want to be.
I want to have more creative people involved in this kind of community. And I think that it's not just podcasting. I just want to be more involved in the creative community because the more you get it out there, the better it is.
Yeah.
So I want people to come on here and talk about their crazy weird art stuff that I don't understand.
Oh.
And that I was hoping to network a lot at the variety show, and that didn't happen just because of the weather. So I'm hoping that will be. I want to have some poet that I don't like come on this show.
Yeah.
I really want that.
You should have Juan on the show. Oh my
No,
god!
I couldn't be around Juan. Juan is one of our teachers. I couldn't be around him outside of the show and have him talk about
Our
anything.
teachers.
He's at.
Yeah, he's a teacher at Duchess. He's
What does he look like?
He looks like an effeminate.
He wears a lot of goose
He's
down.
he's definitely like of Spanish descent, but he's an effeminate douchebag.
Oh.
Hey, glasses?
Sometimes.
He does wear glasses, yeah.
Reading
And like
glasses.
if
He
you were to
wears a
see-
lot of scarves.
Yeah, if he could, he'd wear like a velvet jacket and an ascot.
I think he
right?
has.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
He's like
I know who
he's
you're
the kind of person that like in Walking Dead, if you came upon a group, you'd kill him just to make an example because you know he'd be completely worthless. Do you get what I mean?
I do,
You
because
just
I
you
know
just
who
kill like if you came upon the group and you needed to assert your authority, you'd beat him to death to assert your authority over the group, knowing that you would have lost nothing by killing him.
I know who you're talking about because
Yeah.
he was like I think he was.
He's been there for about 15 years.
I know.
so.
I went there. Maybe more than that because I know who you're talking about. I'm pretty.
He's been there. He's tenured, so he's been there very long.
I'm
He's
pretty
been there longer than Lowell.
I'm pretty sure he's the same guy that was there when I was there, and
I'm sure he was,
a
yeah.
complete dick to us at the
Yeah.
radio station.
Well,
at Duchess. That's no longer there.
Steven and I walked by his
Steven.
his exhibit today in the gallery,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Do you want me to give you a Sharpie so you can go in there and write on it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll draw dicks all over his stuff." And he was like, "Penises and vaginas, please."
Yeah. Instead of like walking over to the radio station because his office was adjacent, instead of walking around and like coming in and saying, "Hey guys, can you turn it down?" He would bang on the wall as hard as he possibly
Wait,
could.
his office was adjacent to the radio room?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the building that we're in now is like the science /
Well, I'm
art
not
building.
there. I haven't been there in 2 years.
Well, you know the building that I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Where Juan is. Like
Juan.
his office was probably in that building.
So,
because his office still isn't in the art building.
Community, community,
Duchess Community College.
No, community
I don't know.
outreach to your.
Where are we at? Where are we at for
listeners.
time? Because I think we got to wind this down. You
Yeah,
got any more
we're-
questions?
Hour and 31.
No, but do you want to tell your Uring story?
I have
It's
to
a quick
pee.
one. Well,
Do
tell-
I have
want to
it?
hear your story.
Oh, Dead Radio presents
He's no longer needed.
Yeah. Just
a
leave.
hearing story.
Get out.
Oh my god, it goes on for a really long time, huh?
Yeah, I gave it a little.
I'll have to cut it
so you can
down.
give it
No,
a
I can
bed.
do it. I can do it.
All right.
Just keep my laptop all the way up.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, because you keep fucking it up. You've heard this story.
I have.
Yeah, I don't know how I can approach this because I was meeting.
Adam and
I was
were-
meeting a client at a coffee shop.
Real quick, Adam and I were closing, and I was talking about closing at the coffee shop tonight before the show, and I asked if he ever had to mop up like child vomit or adult vomit, and then he said, "Well, I did have to. Somebody
Yeah.
did piss on the floor, so
Someone peed."
I didn't get the
Yeah.
full story because I
client,
said
right?
save it
Yeah,
for the show.
so
like we
it was a
usually do.
client, and like she definitely had a medical condition, so I feel bad now, I guess.
I thought you were talking about you peeing somewhere. or
No, I
something.
didn't pee somewhere.
I didn't know it was a medical condition. I would have just
No, I mean, like she just
She
peed.
got
she
anxious
just
and
she
peed on the
she
floor.
got a little nervous, like whatever we were talking about, and she urinated in her pants and went all over the floor.
Oh my
It just sounds
God.
sad. Like
yeah,
that's not
I mean, it
I
wasn't.
don't wanna hear
I
the
told you it
story.
wasn't. It wasn't a great. I told you this like
Why
a dozen
didn't you
times.
just tell him that when you were closing?
I told him it a dozen times because he was like, "No, wait." And he was like, "I'm going to email myself." So you talk about it on the show, and I told him that it was kind of short and maybe not very good.
I
But
thought you
yeah,
were
she
talking
just
about-
peed herself, and it went all over the floor. And so I was like, "It's not a big deal," because it wasn't. Like it really was. Like I understand what happened. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's embarrassing. I get that, but it's like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So I like mopped it up. And then I realized several hours later after I got home that I had left the faucet running
Oh,
at
you had to
Crafted
go
Cup. I forgot about
I
this.
remember that because
Yeah.
we were in bed and you were like, "I
It
have
was
to go
it was
back."
like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, I have to go back to the shop and because I think I left the faucet running. And she's like, this is ridiculous. Like, come on. Like she was mad. Like
Well, 'cause
not
I was going to
not
bed.
not irrationally mad, but you were upset that I was like, I have to leave and go back to the shop. And it was like 11 o'clock at night. I get in the car, go back there, sure enough. And I was expecting to walk in the door and have like a whole place be fucking flooded or something crazy. But I came back and the faucet was just still running. And
That
the-
was back
like,
when he was
yeah.
worried about getting fired, and now
Yeah.
he's not.
Now I'm not worried at all.
Even though
I'll never
Tanner
get- I'll
sets
never get
reminders on his phone to fire you.
I'll never get fucking fired from that job. Tanner loves me. Tanner friended me on Facebook.
I was friends with him on Facebook
yeah?
before you.
Yeah, he doesn't do
My
that with employees,
picture is
apparently.
his profile picture.
Yeah. So he friended me on Facebook, and I told Amber about it, and she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Hold on a second.
She was
I wanna
so
see if I'm
mad.
friends with him on Facebook.
I don't think you.
You
are.
probably were. I thought maybe you guys were friends on Facebook, and he thought it'd be weird if we weren't friends on Facebook.
We are not.
His
Yeah.
his cover photo is this blue steel face though. It's funny.
Him photoshopped in with your sunglasses on.
That's his. Yeah, he left those. At
I'm
the shop.
sorry. Did you say you're a full-on rapist?
I just wanted to play that. I just wanted to play it before the show.
Well, I just want to play this.
All right. Can I play all my things? I have new
Flick
stuff.
the dick.
We already did that
No,
last
I
week.
already did all the new ones. All right. Everything I have has been played.
I do have one thing I want to play.
What? Oh my god. It's the sound effects. He's trying to make a bit. He's trying to
Stupid. Don't do that.
build a bit. It's terrible.
It
It's
doesn't
great.
work.
I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. All
I
right.
can do this.
Well, that's it. Amy, any plugs?
Track 7 Studios.
All right, we already did that, so
Well, I don't have anything
Yeah,
else.
it's right here.
What do you want from me?
So the Dead Radio podcast is brought to you by Track
Eliminated.
7 Studios, providing artistic photography and video services for advertising or events of any size.
Oh, it actually says that there.
Yeah.
I've never read
put
it.
that so I can
see
read it.
track 7 and
Yeah.
I go, I'm not saying that. He can say that. But yes, thank you for the interview. It was stimulating.
You're
It was something.
welcome. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. I can't tell.
Oh no, once I was saying to Adam, I love getting interviewed because I could just talk and just ramble.
I was
and
hoping for
let
that,
them
though, yeah.
put it, let the interviewer put it together at the end.
You went off on a huge tangent.
No, that's great.
That's what I
great.
do.
It's great.
It's great.
It's great.
Oh, don't you want me to say wine?
Oh yeah, we got to do some production real quick after this.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so let's do
That's
this.
it. Let's go.
Bye.
Real
see
quick.
See you next week with Conversations Over Coffee host
Sam, I don't know his last name.
Sam.
Doesn't want to work here anymore.
Sam, not gonna work anymore.
All right. Till next week.
If you're lucky.
Bye.